Thomas, quite a eventful international break, I think, with a book launch. How did that come about?
The book or the launch?
Whoa,
both.
The both, yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
The book was something I've been working on with a journalist author for a little bit more than 4 years, with no end date. So, and that's actually the way I like to do it, if I should do it, because I was always a little bit, do I want to do it and all that. So it was a good way to do it.
Yeah.
And actually it was in April that we decided now we will publish it here in November-ish. So okay, we do it, and then we get closer, and I think, now we need to do that, and with Tottenham the focus, and I just want to focus on it. But it's something decided 6 months ago, and of course I hope that my journey, my experiences, my methods, hopefully that can inspire someone.
Yeah, that's what I wondered, whether kind of it changed things being at a club now of this size, because I think undoubtedly the quotes probably have more of a spotlight shone on them than they might have done 3-4 months ago. Yeah,
no doubt. You can say that when we decided it was in April, there was nothing about Tottenham, so it was like, okay, I'm in Brentford, it is what it is. So of course there's more focus. Of course I sense that, and I'm thinking, I just want to focus on the games and the players and all that. Is part of it, but on the flip side, I said yes to make a book, and I'm happy with that.
So obviously some of the quotes made their way across the North Sea.
Oh, they did?
They did.
Okay, yeah.
We know now, obviously, that, and probably it's not a huge surprise, that big clubs have been interested in you for quite a while. When did you start to think, realistically, beyond it being a dream, I can operate at that level?
I think that was probably the last 1.5 years. Probably what I was thinking. Of course, you trust yourself. I think I always back myself. I always say that attitude is confident but humble. So always believe myself, but being humble enough that you need to work hard. You need to add the layers. You need to do everything you can to upskill yourself. I believe that I could step into a bigger club, but also aware of the mechanism that is working. But the last 1.5 years, I sensed, okay, there is some interest in my person and in me. So, okay, it could actually happen.
What is it like when a big club, like a couple of others, but like this club, come calling? What is that like?
Yeah, but of course, when it's because it's such a. It's not like I'm applying for a job.
No. Yeah.
like maybe like you apply. How do you do that? So it is literally someone is contacting you.
They contact you. They contact your agent.
That can be a little. That can be a little bit different depending on how close they are in contact with me. But I can be agent. I can be me. But of course, that call is a little bit. Ooh.
It must send a shockwave through your body.
Of course it does. It's like a little bit exciting. And then you learn over time that there's a long way from exciting to actually get over the line to get the job. But in that part is also the journey and the experience you get from going through different interviews, how you present, all that.
So it's good. Yeah, that's something I'd never really thought about actually until I was preparing for this interview. Like, do you have like a little set of slides ready to go to present?
Yeah, the interesting thing is that because I've been in Brentford for so long, so they're completely aware of everything. I wanted to be completely transparent to them. Sometimes you don't, maybe you don't do another club, but I just wanted, so they knew everything. Of course, not everyone. The key guys, Phil Giles and Matthew Benham. But of course, also I think it's important that you stay focused. So all my focus was on Brentford, of course. But at a certain stage, I think maybe because you feel that is maybe a little bit interest in me, so maybe I needed to have something ready. If something was there, so about my methodology and my methods and what I believed in.
So what are we now? Maybe between a quarter and a third away into the season. So the experience you're having now of being in charge of a big club, how does it compare to what you expected?
I think in terms of what I expected, it's been almost like for like. The training, all that is similar to Brentford. It's just a different level, different players, different personalities. Not worse or better. It's just different because it's new people. So that's not the biggest difference. The difference, of course, is the focus. It's the media, focus from fans. It's all that after expectations. That's the difference thing. So you can say there will be pressure or there will be extra focus, so you can tell yourself it'll be there, but you don't know it really before you're in it. So, for example, after the Chelsea game, there was a little bit focus there. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah. Well, I did the game, but
exactly. So that was, of course, a little bit extra focus, tension, a combination of course, it's been. You don't tend to notice if you, let's say, we played fantastic and won. You just it's nice, easy, ego is feed and fed and everything is good. It's when it's not going the right way. That's why you really feel it. But in those situations, I'm normally pretty good when it's things goes against me.
So how did you deal with that? Like there was, and we were at Sky, were obviously part of that. There was an intense focus on you in the club after that Chelsea game, the way the two players left the pitch, the performance. So that's a new thing for you.
Yeah.
So how did you reflect on that? How do you sort of deal with the players next time? You said, I don't just mean Mickey and Jed, but how do you handle what is a new experience?
Actually, in that I know it was a tough moment.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I'm a little bit more, I would say, game mode. I'm really, of course, it's burning inside in you. You're so irritated because of the performance. But I was more, okay, let's see what can we do? How can we change it? How can we turn it around? I was more of that mindset. There was more games where I'm even more irritated for whatever reason, where it's difficult to control my emotions. Here I was more, okay, we played badly. So how can we change it around? So I was more focused on, okay, next day, what's my message to the players? How do I turn this around? So I was really problem solving. So that was my thing. It's the bit straight after the game. That hour where I need to go out to you guys and give my answer. That's the tricky thing. The other bit is also tricky, but that's more about problem solving. Okay, what's the message to the players? How do we turn this around? How do we analyze it? All that.
Is it a different coaching challenge? Because that was definitely spoken about in the aftermath. When you're at a club like you are now, where the expectations and the history all play into it, but maybe you're expected to build up in a more controlled way and dominate the ball, be fluent, be dominant, to use that word again. Is that a different coaching challenge for you?
Yes and no. I had, how can I say, Brentford in the Championship. We were the top scorers 2 years in a row. I had the ball the most of the time, all that, so I'm completely aware of that. Now we are in a situation in a team with Tottenham to dare to do. That's what we want to do. No doubt about that. We are building something where we've been, how can you say, conceding quite a few goals last year. Our set was not too good, so we decided that's what we're focusing on at the beginning, and then we add the next layers, and then we have a completely new front four. For various reasons, 3 of them are injured, another one was sold in Sonny, and that to get that gel together while we can't train because of game every third day, that's the challenge. I'm not saying impossible, that's just a challenge, and that's what we're embracing, and that's what we're working on.
And I guess also, like, being pragmatic doesn't mean you can't do those things. It means you choose not to do them when you think it's not beneficial to the team, right? Is that an argument you'd make?
Yeah, I would say for me it's all about how can we make sure we make a very competitive team. How can we make sure that we constantly go towards where we are able to compete with every team every day, no matter what. So I think that's important. So we will be more fluid. I'm not in doubt about that. It's just one step at a time.
I haven't asked you an Arsenal question yet.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Who? Sorry.
I know it's probably a problematic question for a Spurs manager, but the challenge you have on Sunday, is it the biggest in the league? Are you playing the best team?
It's a massive derby. That means I'm of course a new. Everyone knows about North London derby, but the extent of it, the magnitude that I sense, from speaking to the staff, the players, people working here for years, fans, it's a massive game. So for me, it's always the next game is the most important, but this is more important than the next game, much more important. I know that in one game we can be super competitive, and that I'm not in doubt of. It's more to be competitive over 38 games. That is the next challenge. On Sunday, I know we'll be very competitive. We're facing a team that is top of the league, unfortunately. We'll do everything we can to compete and win.
Do you just on set pieces? I was fascinated to hear you talk about that in your press conference. Is that the game within a game on Sunday? Two of the best teams. I mean, they're great at them, but your record scoring them, defending them is also excellent. Yeah. So do the set pieces go a long way to deciding Sunday? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. You can also see Arsenal this season. They have scored the majority of their goals on set pieces. So obviously, not just looking at that, analysing a team. Okay, they score a lot of goals on set pieces. Okay, we need to do that well. And the flip side, we've been quite good at scoring as well. So they need to look at that. So it will be a battle in the game, a set piece battle in the game that we need to win.
What is the key to being good at set pieces?
I think it's a little bit with everything. You need to have a clear structure, clear principles, train relentlessly, have laser focus on it. That's the key.
Would you watch it again and again and again, and just to look for a pattern or a gap or a hole, just some way that you can find a weakness in what they do?
Yeah, but these days, for example, we have a designated analyst to just look on set pieces. So he is doing everything he can to find everything about Arsenal, weakness and strength. And then there's Andreas is the main in charge for it. They come up with a plan, discuss it with me, with the coaching group, and from there we find the plan.
And that came up in the press conference as well, didn't it? Like Nicholas Yeover worked with you at Brentford. Battle of the set piece coaches as well.
Yeah, it is a little bit of battle of the set piece coach, but also to be fair, I think must be almost every club in Premier League have a set piece coach. When we started in Brentford, it was one, and now it's just become more and more. So that will also be a battle in itself, Andreas and Nicholas.
You feel like yourself and Brentford have influenced the league massively in that regard, because we have seen a massive sort of shift in the league this season, maybe last as well.
I hope that would be fantastic praise, but no doubt that I think we have inspired people at Brentford. I'm pretty sure of that.
Last question.
Yeah.
Easy one. How much are you looking forward to Sunday?
A lot. I know that will be. That's one of the games when you go there and you just know how much it means for everyone. The atmosphere will be tense. It'll be chaotic in there on the pitch. You can't reach the players. You need to trust them and know that they know what they know, and then we go all in and do everything we can to win.
Good luck, Thomas.
Thank you very much.
It's the next step in the journey,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.